Hi there, and welcome to Barca's Is Becoming a Virtual Assistant Right for You? So, let me tell you a little bit about myself and about the girls at Barca. So, my name is Ariane Cooley, and I am a copywriter and a marketing expert with Barca. I have been personally doing virtual assistant work for over 4 years, and I was a freelance writer before that. Between all of the girls at Barca, we have over 20 years of experience combined with virtual assisting, online business management, and technical expertise. So we've been around a little bit. We know a couple of things about becoming a virtual assistant, and we're really excited to share with you what you need to know in order to decide if becoming a virtual assistant is right for you. So first off, I'll be talking about exactly what does a virtual assistant do. So there's a lot of variety, right, to what a virtual assistant does. And in short, a virtual assistant supports his or her client in whatever capacity the client requires. So basically, you do whatever the client needs. Whatever the client doesn't want to do or can't do themselves, you step up and do it for them. So there's a lot of variety. It can vary day by day or minute by minute, even. You might have a client that wants you to do very specific tasks that repeat on a weekly or a daily basis or a monthly basis, or maybe you just have a specific project for them. To give you an idea of some of the projects and tasks that VAs might be called upon to do, here's a couple of things that we at Barca offer. We do websites, we do blogs, posting and writing copy. We'll do social media marketing plans. We'll set up funnels. We'll do CRM transfers, setups, and maintain it. We'll do website hosting, all kinds of things. We'll do spreadsheet work. We'll set up virtual events or even live events for some of our clients. So that's just a couple of things that we do. It can really be whatever they need. We've had brick and mortar clients, and we've also have a lot of clients that are primarily online. So who do VAs work with? And this is a little bit hard to define because honestly, the answer is whomever you want to work with. When you have your own VA business, you can really pick and choose your clients, which is amazing because you can decide who you want to work with and what kind of things that you want to do. And that's really part of the beauty of being your own boss. You can specialize in a certain niche if you want to. I can tell you that we at Barca work primarily with online small business owners, although we have a few clients with brick and mortar stores who sell coaching services and products. And that's kind of become our niche, clients that have coaching businesses. And that's just seems to be the kind of client that we attract primarily right now. But with you, when you set up your own business, you'll just have to find out who you really like working with and who you attract as well, who you really mesh with. So the third thing I want to cover is what should I specialize in? What should you specialize in? And how do you identify your genius? So this is where you ask yourself, what do you love? What makes you happy when you're really getting into a project? What consumes you and lights a fire in your soul? Are you an artist with a great eye for graphic design? Maybe you should specialize in logo and website design. There's a lot of market for that. Do you enjoy helping people shape their visions and dreams into concrete ideas? Maybe you should specialize in branding. Do you really enjoy social media and learning all about the Facebook algorithms and the strategy behind Pinterest? Maybe you should do social media. A specialty and an expertise will definitely help you attract clients and also enjoy what you do. But beware, getting too specialized right off the bat can make it tricky to appeal to and net clients who need a VA who does a lot of things. It's important to have a functional knowledge and ability in a wide variety of the essential VA skill sets. What kind of soft skills does a VA need? So, Being a virtual assistant is not for the faint-hearted. The adjustment from working full-time in an office to working remotely and independently as a virtual assistant can often be a steep one, can often be a little bit difficult, and has a bit of a learning curve. There are some basic soft skills, read personality traits, and ingrained work and life habits that will help you adapt more quickly and be more successful straight out of the gate. So I'm just going to read off and talk about some of these skill sets. You don't have to have them all, but know that they will help you make the transition, especially if you are used to working full time in an office or something like that. So, stellar communication skills. Now, guys, communication skills are the number one most needed skill that you need as a VA, especially if you are going to be completely running your own business without without having a team or anything to work with. You need both written and verbal skills. And you also really need the ability to listen and interpret what is being asked of you. Clear and precise communication is absolutely essential to a successful VA career. And the reason is because a lot of times when you're talking with a client, they don't really know what they want. They know the end result, right? They know that they want something, they want a really beautiful website, for example, but they don't know the steps that will get them there. Or they want a marketing funnel, but they have no idea what that even means, and they don't know all of the pieces to get them there. So you need to be able to get them to that end result and make it look the way they want and make it function the way they want. And you need to listen and understand what they're asking for without actually getting all of the details to get them there. So that is a big, important skill set that you need to have. And you as a VA are responsible to take their vision, which sometimes might be foggy at best, and turn that dream into a reality. And that's what we at Barca really pride ourselves on doing, is taking someone's dream, someone's vision, and turning it into a reality, just like what they ask for. And a lot of times there's a lot more that goes into it than they really understand or realize. The second skill that you need is to be organized. Or if you're not naturally organized, to learn some organization tricks really fast. So I'm not the most organized person on the planet, but I have learned a lot about organization, and I use a lot of tricks and tips to keep me organized. And there are a lot of really great apps and software that can help you keep track of all your tasks and your projects and your due dates and that kind of thing. So learning about that software and learning about those apps will really help you out. And that is actually something that we will talk about in a future module if you upgrade to the course, our VA Masters virtual assistant course. So a third thing that is a really great skill set for a VA is to be driven, to be a self-starter. And if you're the kind of person that requires someone else to make a schedule and prioritize your work for you, then becoming a VA might not be for you. Working as you will, largely alone and at home, requires that you learn to set your own goals and your own tasks for every day, week, and month, and prioritize what needs to be done. And for all the different projects, and you have to keep everything going, everything moving along, even when you have multiple clients, multiple projects, and multiple goals. So that's really important, and setting like a schedule for yourself. And when you work at home, there's a lot of distractions that can come along, like laundry or kids or binging Tiger King, lots of things, right? So the last skill I'm going to talk about is patience and some peopling skills. And so you might think that being a VA and working from home would be perfect for the introverted personality type. And that's true to a point. There's quite a few of us at Barca that are more introverted. But being a VA can also involve a lot of working in pajamas and forgetting when you last left the house, and going through the entire day before you realize that you've never actually once spoken a word out loud. But it also involves dealing with clients from a wide range of personality types and managing their expectations, their criticisms, and their complaints with a certain level of grace. And you require just a little bit of peopling for that. So you might be wondering, how much are your skills worth? How much can you reasonably charge for what you know how to do already and what your specialty is? So I don't want to give you like a cop-out answer, but your skills are worth what someone will pay for them, right? I know. It sounds like a cop-out, but let me give you an example. So I'm a copywriter. I'm a writer. I studied in college. I've done it for a really long time. And I have a lot of experience, but as a copywriter, I have accepted a really wide range of amounts of money for my services. At one point, I had a client who paid me $20 for a blog. But then a little bit later, not that much later, I have a client who's paid me $150 for a blog. And they were roughly the same length and roughly the same amount of research involved, same amount of work. So what was the difference? The difference was me. The difference was I took the $20 client when I was a little bit desperate, and before I really understood both my value and how to demand what I was worth. With the $150 client, I was more comfortable with what I was worth, and I was more willing to ask for something. I was more confident in my skill set. I was more confident in making that ask, and I was a lot less desperate for money. So that being said, the $150 client is still below what my skill is actually worth. And I often charge more. Sometimes I charge less. And it really just depends. It depends on the client. It depends on the project. It depends on if it would be something that you really want to do. It depends on a lot of different factors. So in a future module, we'll get into greater detail on setting pricing and on the different tiers of pricing that you can do. The last thing I'm going to cover is, can I really earn a full-time income working from home as a VA? And the short answer is absolutely. The long answer is, it depends on you. Your skill sets, how much you're willing to work and learn, how much you're willing to put yourself out there to get clients, and how you want to scale your business. And we'll learn more on this in a later module in the UBARCA VA Masters course. So that is it for Is Becoming a VA Right for You? I hope that this helps you make a decision on whether you want to become a VA and whether you want to move forward and purchase the UBARCA VA Masters course, where you will get a comprehensive education on how to launch your VA business. And we go into specifics and we guide you through everything to really help you launch your business, get your first client, and to start making money from home. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you around.